All right, we're going to spend a few minutes in Genesis 39, verses 1 through 3. Remember, we've been tracing this theme of God's presence with his people. God was with Abraham, and God promised that through Abraham, all of the nations would be blessed, and reversing the curse in Genesis 3. We saw that God was with Isaac, and God was with Jacob, and now we'll see that God was with Joseph. After being sold from his brothers who hated him, we see in verse 39, verse 1 of chapter 39. Now Joseph had been brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the guard, an Egyptian, had bought him from the Ishmaelites and had brought him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he became a successful man, and he was in the house of his Egyptian master. His master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord caused all that he did to succeed in his hands. Right, so just as the Lord's with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, now the Lord is with Joseph. And Joseph had become a successful man precisely because the Lord was with Joseph. Right? And as we read in James 5, the reason any of us have success is because the Lord is with us. And yet there's no promise of affliction-free life when you become a Christian, is there? Not even in this narrative. We see in Genesis 15 that God saw that his people would be afflicted for 400 years in a foreign land, and that this was part of the plan. And that even Joseph was he was hated by his brothers, sold into slavery, was put in prison for 2 years, right? So just because the Lord is with someone, they will be successful, but as defined by the Lord's standards, because the Lord is the one who keeps his word and uses broken people to bring about his plans to redeem people for himself as they declare his word about his faithfulness. Because the Lord is faithful here, right? The Lord is faithful in staying true to his word with Abraham, and through Abraham, and ultimately a royal descendant from Abraham, would all of the nations be blessed. And the Lord is faithful here. And his master, right? Potiphar recognized this. He saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord caused all that he did to succeed in his hands. And it's just amazing to think about this text in light of human sinfulness. We know we don't deserve any of this, but the Lord in his great mercy has graciously revealed the plan of redemption, which ultimately is fulfilled in the person of Jesus, who this Christmas season we're recognizing that the Lord is with us and died for us and rose again on the third day for us so that we can glorify him forever. This text is just a small snippet of the Lord's faithfulness to his word, to glorify himself amongst a redeemed people throughout the whole earth.